Here we go. We have 3 portfolios at least, and then 4 takeaways at the end. So let's click on this one. Looking for portfolio website feedback, new.dev. I like the URL off the gate. Okay, don't like this at all. Not professional. Seems, I'm not big into anime, so maybe this is some reference, but it's a semi-sensual girl cat with what is this? This is not professional. So off the rip, you're gone. Sorry. Like, I would move on at this point. That's it. That's it. Let's go to the next one. All right. DustinBretts.com. Okay. Sick. This is sick. He made a Windows desktop, like base OS. It's got the actual time in the bottom. It's got a, wow, this is really cool. I've seen this kind of idea a few times, but let's see. I kind of just want a resume though. Where's the resume? I don't care about a travel story or feature review. Like, these are videos. I want a resume. I need a resume. Okay, this is a cool concept.
Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my video. So this is my annual year-end video.
Where's the code? Where's the code? There better be a GitHub here. No.
Everybody, thanks for checking out my video. So this is my annual year-end video where I go over my side project / personal website.
That's sick. All right, so I saw the view count and now I know it's legit. They would have roasted him if he just stole it. So this passes. This would pass, honestly, and then I would move on. As if I were the senior developer who was considering hiring someone, and then the recruiter and the hiring manager keep emailing me to check this guy out, at this point, that's enough. I wouldn't look at the travel story. I wouldn't ping around anymore. I would just get back to my work and say, yep, let's interview him. He seems legit. So those are just 2 first impressions. One's out, one's in. The last one I'm going to show you is already 6. You already know that. So let's talk about how this could be better. So just imagine this is gone. Okay, so now I can actually think about what this is. Howdy, hey. Okay, I'm all right with that. I'm new, a computer science student specializing in DevOps and sysadmin. I don't like that as a header because I would never advertise that I'm a student. Even if I were a freshman in college, undergrad, I would not say I'm a student. I don't want to identify that. I'm a developer, and I would pick a lane. So you're a student, but you're also DevOps and sysadmin, and those are pretty similar. But I would just pick DevOps and a specific type of DevOps. Maybe Docker, maybe deployments, maybe LLM DevOps, whatever. But I would put that in the header. So if they get past this, they know exactly who this guy is and what he does. Let's tackle your next project together. I'm available for freelance. Open, but it's just so vague that it's like you're going to take a WordPress plugin and you're going to do DevOps CI automation and you're going to do Windows sysadmin. It just makes it seem like you're not going to be good at anything. Okay, but let me give another shot. Services, manage services, installations, and administration. Okay, that sounds more sysadmin-y. Manage game hosting, tailored solutions. Okay, app hosting, panel installation, backups, and recovery. Okay, so this is saying to me more sysadmin stuff. It's just kind of like jack of all trades, install, manage services. Okay. Projects, Syncer, open source web app designed to synchronize, move, and copy files. All right, cool. I understand that. I like that. I like the images and the little chips. Miner's Refuge. It's got links out there. This is nice. I like how you are explaining it like this instead of just saying, here's a project, go look at it, go download everything yourself and figure it out. Yeah, education, courses. So now I'm trying to piece together like what kind of background you have. So you have a general CS background, but you're learning about CI, CD, Kubernetes, good stuff. This is cool. So you have a certificate on Certified Kubernetes Administrator. Okay, it's ongoing. I would put this at the top. Say Kubernetes admin, Certified Kubernetes admin, but then put the date for when you're going to finish it. So even if it's not there yet, you're saying I will be at this point. Put that at the top and then just commit to that. Leave your message. I like the embedded form. Cool. I don't like you apologizing for this down here. He says, I apologize for the website design. Front end is not my strength. Because this is actually fine. Like I wouldn't apologize about this because I didn't think about it until now. Then you drew my attention to it, and now you're saying sorry for something that was never like a problem in the first place. So this is a lot better once I gave it a second shot. I guess if you're trying to get hired by a freelance or get a client, drop the cartoon, get really clear on what kind of project you're looking for. And even if they don't fall into like a Kubernetes install or they don't need a Kubernetes admin, just getting more clear on how you're marketing yourself will make it easier for you to get all kinds of work. So let's say, okay, I found this site and I would be considering hiring this guy as a freelancer or maybe like an intern. And now I'm looking into the code and assessing, is this legit? Does he actually have any skills underneath the cool website? So this says in development web application to sync, move, and copy remotes. So it sounds like it's a wrapper around common things you would need as a sysadmin to move files around. I like a setup guide. I like a screenshot a lot. Actually looks pretty cool. So now I always like to look at when they're actually active. So this says 2 weeks ago, and that's good. Now so if he gets to this point, then it's kind of like leaning towards his favor when I'm looking into the commit messages, and I'm hoping these make sense. I'm hoping these are professional. Thinking about if I were his teammate, would this be a nice PR to review? And so far it's fine. The commits could be a little more specific, but yeah, okay, they're getting better here. So here he's doing semantic commits. I like that. It's just one file. How about TLS example configs? Okay, so this is 5 files. That's fine. It is what he said it would be. And so we started 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, April. Yeah, so from April to 2 weeks ago. So this is a newer project. Now I'm thinking, not the kitty again. What is this thing? What is this? I don't like the girl thing, the sexy cat girl devil. I don't like it. Maybe is it a girl and that's her? Maybe Nu's a girl and that's her. I don't like the fangs, Nu. This is important actually for me. This is how I can tell if you're serious about getting better or not. And it looks like starting from January, she has been. So I like this, and I like looking back here and seeing, okay, we got a couple sprints of hard work. And if she were in CS and in school, this is probably high school, maybe she didn't know how to code at all then. So I won't hold that against someone, but if I see green checks all over the place, like that's a huge green sign. I do like these kind of badges here too. Okay, if this kitty thing weren't an issue, I like this a lot actually. Like this, I would probably consider you for a junior role or for an internship. That's not bad, not bad at all. I teased this one. Now we're showing it for real. Check it. It has like a reverse scroll with the mouse. Really cool. Designer, coder, he's got just the attention to detail here is awesome. It's got this kind of background with a parallax effect, I think it's what it's called, when it moves a different direction as another thing. The eyes are looking to up and left over here, up and right over there. Just high res photo. This guy knows what he's doing. I would hire him. Whatever he's doing, I will hire him. He probably is very expensive too. Okay, yeah, he has a UI book. Go figure. He has a Figma design system. He has a course on learning or creating a design. Okay, this is you can tell night and day. I didn't even scroll anywhere. This is just like a hero section and 3 cards down there, but it's crazy how quickly you can see someone's skill level with just a simple layout. There's so many details you can pick up on really quick. What a winner. What if I were to be nitpicky, I would just somehow try to fix the loading time, because this here is it's just noticeably longer. Wow, awesome site. Nice work. Okay, we looked at 3 examples now. What are the takeaways? You're a junior dev. You hear you got to have your portfolio on point. You see examples like this. I want to take a step back and talk about one thing. I advise to not overinvest your time into your portfolio. So even though I talked about how cool some of those were, the problem I see with juniors is that they will use their portfolio as an excuse or as a source of procrastination to delay having to face the reality of how marketable they are or how hireable they are. So they finish boot camp and they have one portfolio, basic, but they're like, I need to add 3 more things before I can even apply. Whereas you should just apply as soon as you can. I would apply while you're a student for a full-time job. That whole senior year, if you're not getting internships, I would apply the day after you graduate, and I would apply every day after that. And then on the side, you build up your portfolio. But too many people fall into the trap of trying to make the perfect portfolio when you had a different serious issue that you needed to find out about sooner than later that the portfolio couldn't fix for you. Having some weird, sexy anime girl on your homepage. Okay, that whatever was underneath was cool, but that was immediate out for you. So don't overinvest in it. Because there are better signals of your competence or your potential, like GitHub stars, like YouTube views, the number of followers you have, like just testimonials on a landing page. You post quotes from your classmates or professors or instructors about when they said thank you or how much they appreciated you or how skilled you were. If I saw those, I would probably believe it. And that's a lot less work than our portfolio. 4th, it's not for you to decide how ready you are. This goes into my first point. You don't decide when your portfolio is ready. You don't decide when you're ready to be hired. You don't decide how good you are. You don't decide how much you're going to get paid. Everyone else except for you decides that. And you have to give them the opportunity to value you by putting yourself out there and by applying. Hey, if you want your portfolio reviewed, send me an email at this address and include the title portfolio review in the subject. No guarantees, but I will try to get to it. And while you're waiting for me to get to it, check out this video, which explains the number 1 reason why junior developers don't get a job. And it's not the portfolio, it's not the resume, it's not what most people think. I'll explain the whole thing over there. Go ahead. See ya.